Hi, I'm Eric Samuels. Thank you first and foremost for buying Desert Island from mentalismtools.com. I'm tremendously excited to release this effect and routine, and I would not have gotten here had it not been for the help of a lot of different people, so I want to take a moment and thank them, beginning with Cesar Alonso from Cesar Magic. It was his tech design and support, specifically his RFID chip reading technology. He was the first guy I went to when I realized I wanted to use RFID tech on this, and his support has been just wonderful all the way through. Larry Maples, who did some life-saving design work on the album art. Also Mark Schaefer, who was involved with the beta testing and helped with some of the promotional video shoots. And finally, Michelle, who's behind the camera. You can't see Michelle, who did tremendous graphic work on the concert tickets, all that customization, which we'll get to shortly. So let's start by talking about what you received in your Desert Island box. Another box, and inside that box you will have the bag, which contains the kit. And this bag can be used in the presentation. That's entirely up to you. We'll talk about that later on. Inside the bag, a set of 50 of the album cards, or coasters as I sometimes refer to them when I am performing this. Each of these is embedded with an RFID chip. We'll talk more about that later on. We'll also talk about the secondary effect on the back and what these specific albums or CDs represent. You will also have received an RFID chip reader. We'll talk more about how that works and how to power it up a little later on. You'll have a charging cable. You'll need a USB to attach to this. This will attach to your RFID chip reader to charge it up, and we'll get into more detail on that a little later on. There's also a white card included in your kit. I don't have it here in front of me. It looks like a blank credit card, and what that does, it's a switch that turns the vibration feature of your RFID chip reader on and off. At times you'll want to have the vibration so you can feel it if you're wearing it on your wrist, for instance. Again, we'll talk about this shortly. And if your audience member is coming anywhere near contacting the chip reader, such as using the bag, you'll want to turn the vibration feature off in that instance. And it's really just a simple waving of the white card, and the switch itself will turn on and off. As I mentioned, the carry bag serves multiple purposes. Everything hides in here, well, stays in here for presentation. You can put your business card in the mesh portion. In the second zippered area is where I put the RFID chip reader when I'm performing with the bag, always turning the light away from the front so it doesn't glow and look quite obvious. We'll talk more about hiding that light later on. And then I place the set of 50 cards into the large pocket and generally zipper everything closed, and I'm ready to go. In addition to everything you received, you will have received a separate email with a document that includes detailed instructions on how to install the app, and also a list of the 50 artists, albums, and ringtones that are included, as not everyone will be familiar with all of these artists, and if you want to do further research on them, that's entirely up to you. So the only other thing you're going to need is a mobile or cellular phone. It has to have certain requirements of Android 4.3 or newer. Any phone after 2013, 2014 will be equipped with this. It also must have a specific Bluetooth capability. All of this will have been provided to you, and we're going to talk more about why you want to use a dedicated phone for Desert Island shortly. And when we come back, we're going to talk about how the tech works and how to set it all up.